Well, hello Capricorn. This is Olivia from DOS Tarot. I am doing your weekly reading for the first week in September. And I know I'm a little bit late, but I'm getting her done. Your reading here is so unique and interesting. To start out with, even the two cards that fell out in the Oracle deck. A great teacher. Learn from spiritual experiences. And then the Autumn card. Release the old and rest. And the interesting thing about these two together, it seems like it's all one card. It's like it's saying everything that you need to know about this reading. And it's really, and I always pull these out first before I do the layout. So, obviously this is going to be somewhat of a spiritual reading, but it's hard for me to quite see that just yet, but I kind of understand the concept looking at the overall. But there's something that you're definitely, and it might be hurtful, but there's something that you are going to need to release this fall, if not before. Fall, I believe, starts in October. I'm not sure about that. I don't do the seasonal things. I just know when it's cold and when it's not. But anyway, yeah, you're going to need to let something go. And I think it's going to be hard for you. Well, to start out with, you have the Page of Wands, which talks about some good news that has come into you recently. We'll have to clarify, of course, to figure out more details on each of the cards. But the Magician in reverse, sorry about that. The Magician in reverse talks about, it's not so much about trickery or anything, but it's more, in this sense, when I look at it, it seems like it's more of a, you're starting to let go of trying to manifest something that you've probably been working on for a long time. Because I think you were looking for a marriage. Either this is you, Cappy, or the person you wanted to marry. You can flip it whichever way. But you were definitely, I think, you were hoping for a marriage. And it was with, either it was you, Cappy, or this is the person, the King of Pentacles that you wanted to be with. Because I don't know, you know, all I can do is this is you, Cappy, and this is your person. You'll have to reverse it if you need to. But it does look like you're almost, whatever the good news was, it triggered you to start thinking that, you know what, maybe it's time for me to just give up on manifesting. Or at least manifesting this situation. That's what it feels like. Now your person, on the other hand, they've reached some kind of victory too. And I wonder if you're not picking up on that energy. And maybe there was a message sent to you or you to them about some kind of victory that they have just accomplished. And again, I always say the victory card may not be... Let me turn that down. That victory card, to me, it means more of an internal victory than it does a, you know, a show-off kind of victory. At least that's the way I'm taking it. And then somebody is already in the process of going through the world. The World card talks about a whole new life starting over. From the moment this card is activated, which should be this week, you will start feeling this. Your person will start feeling a change in their entire life, the way they live, their finances, their home, their family, relationships, work. Everything is going to start, and it won't happen overnight, but everything's going to gradually just start getting better and better for this person. And I wonder if you didn't either pick up on it either through conversation or psychologically, or However, that you feel it, and I think this is why your card is almost the opposite of their card. They're heading forward and you're stuck. I'm sorry. But it was for, I can see why. I mean, to be married to somebody, or this, I think this could be your person you wanted to marry, to be honest. But on their side here too now, after the world, there's the Nine of Cups in reverse, which leads me, and it's so funny how these kind of mirror, you know, the reverse and the upside. Happy, happy, but this person's not happy. And it almost tugs at me that deep down inside they may have gotten their victory, and they may be going through a change in life where everything is going to start turning beautiful. I think they still have a sense of feeling sad about this, about you, Cappy. Sorry. It's just like, I don't think it's somebody that's drinking. I don't think it's somebody that's just egotistical or anything like that. I feel like it's a emptiness of emotions. And then the third card here talks about the same thing. It can mean anything. There's several things that it can mean. You mean people are gossiping, or people are doing devious stuff while they're out drinking, maybe flirting, or, you know, stuff on that nature. But it also indicates that it's a lack of happiness, a lack of emotional fulfillment. But Cappy, I'm pretty sure that great teacher is talking about learn from your spiritual experiences. Whatever this union was, or whatever it had been, because I don't feel it's together now. I feel like it was just a lesson in life that you needed to go through. You're the one that's going to learn that. It was a spiritual connection is what I get to. I would be surprised, and this is just off the top of my head, but I wonder if this wasn't like a three-party situation with this here. And if it was the union between the two of you more like a soulmate connection that you guys both felt? But with there possibly being somebody on this side married, that it wasn't gonna work? Or it could be this person too. I don't feel that. I feel like this was somebody giving up on trying to manifest. Let's go ahead and start clarifying and see what we come up with. Let's see what we have for Cappy. Whoa, okay. Oh, look at there. Cappy, you're happy. I think you're starting to feel that you need to be happy, because if it's a situation where it's never going to come together, why burn up all of your energy? Why block other things from coming in when you're stuck on a situation that will never probably come to fruition? And maybe the news that you got made you happy for a change, whatever that was. Remember, it's just a general reading, so I'm not going to go much deeper than that. The Magician. Oh, see, I think you've lost love for whatever that situation was. That's exactly how it feels. You lost the love to continue trying to manifest something that's never going to happen. Or pray. Yeah, you were hoping for some kind of equality. Now this Six of Pentacles can also mean that there was somebody that was giving themselves away to do two different people, which again kind of almost sums up possibly the three-party situation. And the King of Pentacles. Now the Ten of Pentacles, this talks about a beautiful home life. And it looks like, Cappy, that's what you wanted. You wanted to be married to somebody that would give you equality just between you and them. And you were hoping for this person as King of Pentacles and to live in a home that was beautifully supplied with family, money, everything you ever needed. But you've given up on it. And it may have something to do, whatever this good news is. Let's look at your person over here. The Six of Wands. Oh, they may have felt that trying to connect with you was a burden for them. And they finally were able to break free from it. And they're at the last phases of eliminating that. I still don't see any communications, but you know, it's probably, I don't know. The Page of Wands is on. Okay, let's keep going. So they feel like they've reached that victory point, that internal happy, or that internal release. Internal release could be for both of you now. They're dropping that burden. Or it could be, I don't know for sure, but it could be maybe they're dropping that person they're with. I don't know. If it's a three-party situation, it could be. They were finally able to get rid of that burden. Or it could have something to do with work. Let's clarify the world. Oh my gosh, in heavens. Oh, look at there. You get the two wheels. You get this person gets not only the world, but they also get the Wheel of Fortune. Isn't that beautiful? That means there's going to definitely be some kind of financial, big time, financial security, along with all the other good things of the World card. So whatever your person, if this was the decision that they've made, it was destiny that they did make that decision. It was meant to be. And it could have been them dropping you, Cappy. I'm not sure. And maybe that was the news you got and you felt relieved too, in a sense, and happy. And maybe that's why you started pulling your love back from a situation that you knew was never going to be fulfilled. Wow. Okay, let's look at the Nine of Cups in reverse. Yeah. With the High Priestess here, it tells me that they spiritually did their own work and they were able to release this. And I think this is a big part of why they're getting all of these rewards at the same time. I think that the divine has for a long time been trying to give this person, whoever it is, now you could flip it, the divine's been trying to give them the gifts that they've earned, or that they were supposed to be earning and learning about, and they finally reached that point where they did. Oh, and I think this person knew that they needed to do that in order to receive those gifts. They used their intuition, and even though they did, there's still a lack of emotional fulfillment here. And you know what? One step at a time. Deal with this first, enjoy that, and then deal with that. Enjoy that, and then, you know, it just goes on and on. That's what life is all about. Learning lessons, experiencing them, and if it's not meant to be, let it go. Release the old and rest. Oh. Ah, interesting. It seems to me like if they've let either you go or somebody else, whoever, whatever the situation is, that was the right move to make. Divine rewarded them. They still weren't happily or emotionally fulfilled because you're not part of the picture anymore, perhaps. And their intuition is telling them that they deserve more They deserve happiness. And with the Three of Cups here in reverse, remember that also talks about a lack of happiness. It also means overindulgence and drinking and getting into situations during that time that are not proper. And there may be plenty of options for this person. That would be really sad. But you know what? Everybody has their own path. We all have our own path. I could sit here and judge it and tell you that's sinful, but you know what? Who am I to judge? Who am I to judge? And the card that links the two, it may have been somebody lost their willpower. Because this King of Wands, he's very determined and very boastful and proudful in a sense that when they set something in their mind and they want to get it accomplished, that's what they do. They go for it. But this is in reverse. So it's totally the opposite. They've lost their willpower. They've lost their enthusiasm. Something. I think it could definitely be both of you, because you're losing them and they're losing you, and they're already making moves on growing in a different way. Maybe this card is more for you, Cappy. Maybe you feel like there's no enthusiasm. Don't let this last long. This energy here of being, no get up and go, a lack of willpower, don't sit in this and wallow in it. It's not going to be good for you. And at the same time, this card really does relate to both readings when I set the intentions and thinking about it. This person is probably feeling the same way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And the last card for the reading. There's going to be a delay on making any future plans at this time. And those plans are something that are forward looking into the future. Could be travel, could be a move, could be anything. Now on the bottom of the deck, I'm sorry I forgot to pull that out first. 10 of Pentacles again. This was all about a happy home. Now, could this be a divorce? It could very well be. Could very well be. Could very well be. And then on the bottom of the clarifying deck, the Three of Pentacles in reverse. This tells me there's no collaboration anymore between the two. All right, Cappy. I know it's not the best, but this is what it is. And until I see you next week, namaste.